All right, guys. So next up we have multiplying monomials. Okay, how do we multiply monomials? Let's take a look at the do now just to kind of refresh our memories regarding how we multiply integers. Okay, so we know what our integer rules are. For the first one here, we got just plain old 3 times 3, which is going to give us 9. Let me make this a little bit darker, a little bit thicker. Is that better? Yeah. Okay. 12 times negative 4, that's going to give us negative 48. And negative 5 times negative 7, remember double negative is positive, so we get positive 35. All right, let's jump right in here. To multiply monomials, we got some nice simple rules. 2 steps. Multiply the coefficients. Add exponents of like variables. That's all you have to do. Monomials do not have to be like terms to multiply or divide. So, we only need them to be like terms when we're adding or subtracting. It's not the case when we want to multiply or divide. So let's take a look at this example here. We have 3x squared times 4x to the third. So the first thing we do is multiply 3 times 4, which gives us 12. And then we have x to the second power, x to the third power. Remember that you're adding the exponents. 2 plus 3 gives us 5. So our answer is 12x to the fifth. Okay, nice and simple. Okay, so let's try a couple of problems here. First one we have is 3 times 4x. All we're going to do is multiply 3 and 4 to give us 12. And that x stays the same. We don't add anything to the exponents because that's the only x that we have. Number 2, we have 5xy to the third times 2x squared y. Let me just make this a little bit thinner now. Okay, 5 times 2 is going to give us 10. X is to the first. I'm going to put a little 1 in there. So we have x to the first and x to the second. Remember, you're adding exponents. That gives us x to the third. Y to the third times y to the first. That's going to give us y to the fourth. Okay. Next one here we have 1xy to the eighth. Now that coefficient in the first one is a 1. I'm just going to put it in. So now I know I have to multiply 1 and 7 to give me 7. Okay, x to the first, adding exponents gives me x to the second, y to the eighth, y to the third, y to the 11th. Okay, next one, we have y to the sixth. Number 5, 12x to the fifth, y. Okay. Number 6, we have 6 times 2, which is 12. X to the fourth, there's a 1 there. And y to the 10th. We're adding 4 and 6 to give us 10. Number 7, let's drop those 1s in there. We're going to get x to the fifth, y to the sixth. Number 8, 2 times 8 gives us 16. We have x to the fourth, y to the sixth. Okay, number 9, 10 times 2 gives us 20. Put in the 1s here. X to the second, and y to the sixth. And number 10, we have 7 times 2, which is 14. X squared y. Okay, and that's it. All right, last slide, exit ticket. Create your own monomial expression and solve it. So you can use the problems up here if you like as a guide. I want you to create your own. Okay, so let's say I'm going to just create my own as an example, but I want you to come up with a different one. Okay, I don't want it to be the example that I'm giving you. Let's say I have 5x squared y to the third z times 3x to the fourth y to the second z to the second. All right. So 5 times 3 is 15. X, we have x squared and x to the 4th. That's going to give me x to the 6th. Y to the 3rd, y squared is going to give me y to the 5th. And then I get z to the 3rd. Okay? And that's all you have to do. All right, guys, I hope you found this helpful. And I will upload this now and get started on tomorrow's lesson, which is dividing monomials. Have a great day, everyone.